And we're back.
And we back.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
Because the
fucking
raccoon
with the raccoon.
Yeah. Also, the raccoon was me, I believe. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that's different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies, like fucking with raccoons.
Like fucking with raccoons.
It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Cleet?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has something a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I had learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Damn.
That's sad.
I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things.
That's what she said.
Writing, listening.
Filling up the water pitcher.
There really aren't many people like you, Cleet.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I show my poem to next?
Natsuki?
Natsuki.
Natsuki!
Natsuki! Natsuki!
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength.
Oh, more than you know, Natsuki.
But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
Dude.
The fuck's that supposed to mean? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Damn! Fuck her!
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we just take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I suppose to show you my poem.
Oh boy.
I'm supposed to.
I can't wait to read this one, this masterpiece.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up, and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hand's probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She's probably talking about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world will be better without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone.
So that's a poem?
Okay. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
Amy's a
You
freak.
fucking hate Amy, I guess. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies.
Anal orgies.
And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that? Like, perhaps, have you looked in a mirror?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you.
That seems to be the theme of today, doesn't it?
Yeah. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Okay.
That's what she said!
Okay, so her poem was pretty deep.
Yeah, a little bit. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Did you say Yuri?
Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies.
Damn.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, self-defense mode.
It's not like I would judge her or anything.
Yeah, that's totally the vibe I get. You're you're like the least judgmental person in the room. It's a vibe I caught from you, Natsuki. Natsuki! Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it.
Who should I show my poem to next? Decisions. Sayore! Sayore!
Oh! I like this one, Clee. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Dumb. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes there's a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That's the word. What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy
sad.
And sad?
Happy sad?
Oh, wait, that's yours. Fuck.
Happy sad. Happy sad. Happy sad. Happy sad.
Oh yeah, this bitch is going to murder someone. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head.
Okay, hold up. This just reminded me of The Water Boy, where Colonel Sanders was like, what makes alligators hungry? And he was like, Mama say alligators got all hungry because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. And where does happiness come from? Mama said happiness come from little rays of sunshine that come down on you when you're feeling blue. That's exactly what this little exchange just reminded me of.
Okay.
Sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And it makes me happy. And it makes a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is. Maybe I'm better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Clayton. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly.
That's what she said.
But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a straight light to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friends after friends. More bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers go.
That's what she said.
Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through the locked front door. Finally, just like a little whore. Finally, all I do, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, hold them out to each of my and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends, who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear, echo, 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 inside my head.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. Now I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Ah, thanks. I feel like it. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Ah, don't get ahead of yourself now. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together something good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Shit.
Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance.
Oh my gosh. 22 Jump Street. We gotta make a poem like that. We have to.
Waving my hands.
A lot. Specific point of view. Oh, dude, we've got to do this shit right now. That's the point we've got to build.
But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too.
So we need to get Jonah Hill.
So I'm putting it all on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Oh, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki.
That's a first.
I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it... Oh, wait, sorry.
Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri are never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best shot. Our best, well. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance,
Dyslexia.
then it will inspire others to do the same.
Dyslexia part 2. Dyslexia part 3.
And the more people who perform, the better we'll able.
Dyslexia part 4.
God damn it! The better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Holy shit! Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place?
I'm very disappointed in the lack of "that's what she says" in this episode.
I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes to standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Yeah.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
yeah. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over it.
Dyslexia part 5.
Get it over with. Alright! Ew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around everyone else's faces. Dyslexia part 1, Thad.
I guess I don't really have a choice. Thanks, everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Well, you talk about death a lot, so,
Oh gosh! You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice
Dyslexia
reciting
part
them
6.
in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite the poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Yeah, you're right, Monica. You're right. Stick to your guns.
Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific point she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the world to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand, excuse you. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Ooh, Yuri growing ovaries, not balls, ovaries.
What? You was fired up all of a sudden?
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called The After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and its structure that she... with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Kabam! Suddenly, she's finished. That's what she said.
There you go. There it is.
Needed one to Tourette's Part 1. Needed one to, Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even herself.
Hey.
It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest, her big boobs, and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow.
Sayori.
Sorry about that. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your problem, so it'll come out the best way.
Come out.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. Bittersweet.
That's what you talked about today.
Yeah, if we were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it if I were to read this on paper. Dyslexia Part 2, Tab! But hearing it come out of Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes. That's what she said. And we applaud. That's also what she said.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori!
Even clean like that!
Hey, cleats the standard.
I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
You came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems that wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Okay, I'll totally lie. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. I'm just too embarrassed to do it in front of everyone.
Dyslexia, Part 7.
Are you keeping count?
Yes!
Damn. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more.
Dyslexia, Part 8!
We don't have much time for the festival, you know. You know, now, who's next?
Dyslexia, Part 9. And we'll find out who's next time on Rich.
Edward!